Welcome back, everyone, here in Runeterra Academy. My name is Miles Dave, and here with me is CDS, and we are here for the match of the week between CPP and Nightless Esports. Cosa Pasta
Yep.
Pirates. I still have to get used to the name, sorry guys, but yeah, we are. We do have them. We're already in the draft between these two teams, and before I wanted to talk about the last game a bit more, but it seems like the teams aren't going to give us time to do that. What adjustments do you think we need to see from Nightless Esports? I know they picked the Zigs, but you can talk about that as an adjustment.
Yeah, I
Yes.
already like the fact that they also banned the Jarvan 4, so taking away that pick that created a lot of chaos in the early game was really impactful, had a lot of good engages with the Cataclysm, so I like that. It's a different jungler though, so it's going to be interesting seeing the new dynamic. Now with
Oh
the
yeah.
Lee another early game focused jungler, but his ganks can be a little bit harder to execute just because he doesn't have any C potential or things like that. So you do need, or I would like to see from Cosa Pasta Pirates, a little bit of gang setup in the bottom lane or in the top lane with CC if possible. And also the Six being picked up, like you were saying, it was banned on the first game. It's a champion that can just neutralize almost any bot lane if it does end up going to the bot lane because of his range. And if there's nothing to truly disrupt him from afar, then he can really easily just get a lot of damage down, and his Mega Inferno Bomb can destroy a lot of champions as well. And Trundle coming back in this game as well.
I mean, well, Trundle wasn't. We didn't see too much of. We didn't see too impactful of a. I mean, we did see some impact from the Trundle last game, but I think,
He tried.
I think from Nightless Esports, they kind of got shot in the foot by that weird level one that happened.
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see if they'll be able to avoid that and fight at a bit more even footing. It felt really like they were trying to get back into the game the whole time. And we do have some substitutions though. Shaki was put in. Yajirobe is gonna.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's Yajirobe or Yajirobe who will
Yeah,
be
Jirobe.
playing mid lane, and Toasty Alex will be moving to the jungle. So
Yep.
this is a surprise.
Oh. Yeah, changing players, but changing the draft potential as well. Now with a Pike, we haven't seen that much Pike, even in competitive play. It's a pick that either you are really, really, really confident bringing it out, or you have a really good composition around it. You
Your
have a
name
lot of
has to be
damage.
Hillisang. Your name
Yeah,
has to be
pretty
Hillisang
much.
before you
That
bring
or
out.
Keria.
Yeah, Hillisang or Keria, but
Yeah,
yeah, this is a
pretty much
surprise.
those two. But I think that with the amount of damage that they have, Pike can be really valuable because of his execution. So I think it's not that bad an idea here. And you also can deny the Leona to a certain degree as well. It can work really as a thresh to a certain degree with the hook pull, as well as the CC that you leave behind with your E. So I think overall it can be a good enough matchup against the Leona, and it's also against an immobile carry in the 6. So I think overall it's not a completely horrendous idea to bring it out. And I think with the damage that you have, you can get value with your ultimate. Now looking
Yeah.
at the bans coming from both teams, it's Lissandra, Twisted Fate, and Camille. At the moment, we're still missing the last ban, but a lot of attention into the solo lanes. It makes sense because we don't know, we don't have the picks yet coming through, and we don't know if Tristana or Six are solo lanes yet. So it makes sense that we see the bans. I like the Twisted Fate and Lissandra particularly because they have been much more popular recently.
Yeah,
Lissandra
true.
as a neutralizer, it's a really good laner, and you get so much CC potential with her. And Twisted Fate, the map pressure that you get is just so huge. And the Aatrox
Yeah.
taken away, they were scared of Johnny Rockets then.
Yeah, I mean, I would be too with the Aatrox like that. He was an absolute monster in that last game. And Twisted Fate Camille has been one of the classic global combos that we've seen all year long by professional teams. Not surprised that they're going for it. And Cassiopeia
Whoa.
being picked here. That's very interesting. I assume Cassiopeia will be going to the bot lane to face the Ziggs if ever, with Jashana going mid. That's my assumption. I'm not sure if it will be right, but that's what I predicted, yes.
It could be possible, but I hope they don't, or at least wait and see, because that matchup, like against the 6, it's not that it's a horrible matchup, but it's a matchup that you don't get to do much as the Cassiopeia either. Like, because of the range differential and your poison trying to stack up and things like that, it's a matchup that you realistically don't get super high value from. And I don't know what happened with that last pick. Okay, the fourth pick, it's Oriana. It seems like it's Oriana, yeah. So
Do we
it's
have a
Oriana
bug?
answering the Cassiopeia, and we're missing the last. So I think it should be an Oriana Cassiopeia matchup. Yes, you could put pressure onto the Cassiopeia on the mid lane, but I feel like it could be way worse, or it could be better, worse against the 6. So I think it's not that bad of a matchup. And then if Inen or Mundo,
Yeah, Mundo would be definitely
also
interesting. Okay, yeah, they're going for
yeah,
the Mundo.
quickly before they pick here, because I think that it's possible. Cassiopeia against Mundo is not that bad of a matchup either. So you can send Cassiopeia top lane, pick something much more tanky in the mid lane or something like that to kind of survive against the Orianna, you have a much more favorable matchup in the top lane with the Cassiopeia against the Bulldog. So it could be possible. I would be excited to see it, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think they will just answer with a tanky pick or a split pusher here.
We'll see. We'll see. It's gonna be
Oh,
Aurelia.
yeah.
Oh, okay. Split pusher, I guess. There we go. For CPP, right
This
there.
can still be Aurelia mid and Cassiopeia top because
We have
Aurelia
no
has
idea
a
what the
really good
lineup
matchup
will be.
against Orianna. Aurelia is
Yeah,
a
we
really
have-
good matchup against Ori.
I mean, we'll see if they'll go with their Gospel of Cassiopeia top, and it looks like both teams are going to be getting ready. We will be going to Champ Select soon to see where the final picks are. But looking at these two team comps, what do you think? Who do you think's favored?
Oof, there's a lot. Like I like Nightless because they have a really straightforward composition with the poke damage from the six, but the consistent damage that the six and the arena also have. Teamfight wise, it should be really good. My main concern is that they don't have enough AD damage. Like yes, Trundle can be that kind of source and work like that way, but realistically, in a teamfight, he shouldn't get close enough to the carries to be able to pull it off because the Cassiopeia exists. So the Miasma is going to be really valuable here, and it can deny the Trundle so much. Same as the shield from the Lee Sin, as well as the amount of CC that Pyke and already also provide. So I think if you're banking on Trundle being able to deal that AD damage, it's going to be really hard to actually get a lot of value. And also one of the things, and that also makes me go into the point that even though the Six and the Arena can be good enough with the damage that they do provide and all that, I am one of the believers that in League right now, in the current state of the game, there are way better damage magic resistant items than tank magic resistant items. Which means that itemizing against magic damage, it's not that hard when you're building damage. Because there's the Wit's End, there's the Morel, the Banshee's Bale. There's good enough items to go for that. So I think that it's not that hard, and you can get a lot of value out of those. I think, once again, Cosa Pasta has a really interesting composition, and I think they have really good threats in early, late, and mid game. So I think they should be able to pull it off. But Nightless, I think they have a way better composition this time around.
Yeah, true. I mean, ease of execution, right? We have all the flashy champs coming in for the side of Costa Pasta Pirates.
The
With the Lee Sin. Yeah, we have the Lee Sin, we have the Aurelia. It's gonna be, I assume it's gonna be Justana and the Pyke there in the bot lane, which could end up being very explosive for them. Even though the Ziggs is not on their side, but yeah, Akads will be playing bot lane actually. So their Doctor will be playing support. So we have a very versatile team here coming from Cosa Pasta Pirates.
If they win like this, like that is a really good statement to say that even if we play different positions, we are a good enough team. That is a really good statement to put out.
G7 better watch out because Cosa Pasta Pirates, they're gonna go for a raid on their number one spot if they're able to pull off this kind of versatility. Because how difficult is to prepare against something like this? They do have a 10-man roster, so they can just switch players out in and out. So how do you even prepare against any kind of composition they can pull out of their butts?
Knowing G7, they probably never they prepare, but they don't care that much. I think that they just play their game and win. Like, I know you're trying to hype it up, but I was just so destroyed by G7 last season that I don't know if I can believe they are going to lose anymore.
Listen, boys, when you're at the top, the only way you can fall is down. So G7, they better be fighting to keep that crown. But we'll see. Well, we're not gonna talk about them. We're gonna talk about how this game goes. We are going into this quick break, guys. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back here with Game 2 versus Nightless Esports and Cosa Pasta Pirates. Greetings, everyone. We are back here in Runeterra Academy, and both teams have had a bit of a bathroom break. So, short delay between the games, but that's all right. We are back on the rift, back in action. It looks like we may have something special cooked up here from Nightless Esports. They might be going for level 1 invade.
I think it's just waiting in case someone invades.
Oh, yeah. Looks like they're ready. They're just
Yeah, they're
here.
just gatekeeping, pretty much.
They might go for another level. They might go for another late invade, though, like last time. Or wait, who benefited from that
Yeah,
last time? It was Nightless
it
Esports
was.
that got the counter on, right?
Yeah, it was Cosa Pasta that did the late invade, and ended up getting turned around, but it didn't matter because they outplayed it better.
Yeah, unfortunately. So the level 1 did not go into Cosa
See, I
Pasta
feel like
Pirates'
that is
favor, but
what they did this. Yeah, I feel like that Nightless did this because of what happened in the previous game. Just to be,
yep,
it's just to be careful.
yep. Makes sense, makes sense. Just to make sure that there aren't any extreme level 1 plays that happen just yet. Pike is here, though, and he could be a bit tricky with it, but well, it's not a Blitzcrank. He can't just take the buff and steal it.
A pike can do something close to that, so maybe, but yeah, it's not blitzcrank, so it shouldn't be that bad. Although they are going late into the bottom side and clearing the vision. I like this play to try and keep vision control because of the zombie ward, but also to keep information away, which means that now you need to be careful in case Lee Sin tries to do something really early about this play from this try bush. So overall, I really like that play, getting the vision controlled and also allowing for you to try and go for riskier
Oh,
plays
wait. Big OG.
like
That's
that.
not how you want to start things. That's definitely not how you want to start things, and immediately put down to 1/3 HP.
Yeah, so that is much earlier than I expected. But there's this thing with Tristana if you have a lane support that has a lot of CC potential or a lot of CC abilities that you can use. At level 2, you get a
Oh,
burst
wait.
chance.
Here we
Oh
go.
wait,
1v1 between Shocky and Johnny Rockets right now. Who will win? That's a
oh
lot of passive for the Aurelia, but he has to get off there immediately. We have a lot of action again in the top lane between Shocky and Johnny Rocket. Shocky knew, yeah, he didn't play last game, but now he's playing this game and he does well. I'm assuming that's the signature pick to
oh
Aurelia, but he's in trouble. Drop going for the new guy. Should be able to get the kill too. I'm not sure if Shocky will be
wait,
able to survive this. Wait, here comes the
he
teleport
missed the
coming
Q
from Sir
actually.
Zephyr. Wait, oh wait, everyone's teleporting in just to deal with each other. Yeah, Jerobe, he has to get out of there, and this level is not this
No.
early game is not benefiting Cosa Pirates this time. And Sir Zephyr and Giant Rockets will be walking away with the kill.
Yeah, and that is such a bad start. Not only from the Aurelia that ends up dying, but the Cassiopeia gets super screwed over because of this now. That like she had to use both summoners. Oh wait,
Oh
oh
wait, here we
flash.
go. A counter here in the bot lane along with
Oh,
the stun, and Akads will get the kill onto Wake OG. There
and
we go.
that's
The
the level
bot
2.
lane still delivering. The bot lane still
Yeah,
delivering. There we go.
you can put him on AD carry. You can put him on support. Akadex is going to be playing so good. Really well played by Furious Doctor. First of all, to start that fight for going with the flash and the ignite, and that's the level 2 potential that you have with the Tristana. If you have a support that has a lot of CC like the Pike, you get down, you utilize your CC there. With the Tristana, you have so much burst damage
Oh
and
wait,
they
here comes round two.
exploded.
Here
Six.
comes
Oh
round
no,
two here in
yeah.
the top lane. Yeah, Aurelia might be
No
in a lot of
flash.
trouble, but should be able to get away this time. No, well, not Chucky. They may just decide to dive this. They do have enough damage to be able to deal with it.
Oh,
Wait, no, counter kill. That's a 1-for-1 for Chucky.
yeah, really well
You have
outplayed
words for
this
that
time by
one.
Shoki. Like, I'm just
You take those. You take
surprised that it worked.
those.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
certainly.
take those definitely.
Although Mundo at least had teleport, so it's not like he's going to lose much. But that is a really nice way to at least Aurelia be able to come back, to have a chance to come back to the game. It's not that good because it's not that good to die there if you lose a lot in the wave. But realistically, he should lose
Oh wait, here
1
comes
million.
Engage
Yeah.
here in the bot lane. Tosi Alex is right here though,
Oh
ready for the
no.
counter gank. Eric Northman, he has to get out of there. Here comes the jump, and here comes the second one.
Oh,
Oh,
come
but
on.
there's a counter kill. Again, a 1-for-1, even though there's a jungler involved. I still think he'll take those.
Yeah, 100%. It's a support for an AD carry, and there the problem. Oh wait,
Oh wait, yeah, Fierce Doctor, he may be
Ooh,
in a lot of trouble here.
they
But
run
he's
the
just
wave.
gonna get away. Yeah, Drops unable to get the counter kill again. So still a 1-for-1. Still everything pretty much even between these two teams. Shocky tries to go with the flawless duet. Send up. Mundo goes where he pleases, unfortunately for him. He's gonna get out there. Wait, OG, he's in a
Same
lot
with
of
this
trouble again.
spike. Oh,
Tosialis comes for another one, gets hit by the Lee Sin Q, and I don't think he's gonna survive this. I think he's
oh,
absolutely dead.
wait,
Where
he.
drops tries to go in. Wait,
I think
will
he.
he manage to make
Oh,
it the flash? Oh, Shocky also in the top lane though. He's in a lot of trouble and he gets killed as well.
oh,
Wait,
Yajiro is
Fierce
dead.
Doctor died in the middle of that. Okay, wait. Here he goes again in the mid lane. Action does not stop TDS and Yajiro. He's dead as well. And in the end, I think Nightless Esports is the one walking away with the favorable trades all across the map.
Yeah, they are commanding this early. They are commanding this early game Fiesta really well, and this is the other side, the side of what could have happened in the previous game if they didn't did what they did at the start of the game. Because Trundle, without dying at the start, without losing that much pressure, is able to move around, affect effectively the lanes, and be really impactful. We have seen 3 ganks already that have been so good into the bottom lane, into the top lane, and applying pressure onto each of the enemy laners so that they cannot go much in favor for the side of Cosa Pasta Gaming like it did in the previous game. Also, this time around, Yajirobe in the mid lane having a really hard time on the Cassiopeia. Obviously, what
Yeah.
happened on the top lane, it's
Oh
not
wait,
something that you
no
could
one
have
else is
expected.
having a hard time here. Johnny Rocket's just
No,
going
what's
on
great?
to Shocky, trying to run him down, and well, he has a Bramble Vest, so the healing is not going to be worth much on this Aurelia. And instead, everything is just going to be fine. Okay, no kills yet, no solo kills happening. Sorry to cut you off, TDS, but
Ah,
actually
no, no,
just
it's fine.
happening all across the map.
There's so many chances to kill someone, so it makes sense. It's okay.
Oh wait, here we
Oh,
go. Wait, OG. I think he's in a lot of trouble again. I don't think he survived this one.
oh,
Just the ignite, the flash, and Ahads just gets the kill again. Meanwhile, in the top
it's gonna
lane,
be
you
such a
have
good kill.
drops being hit by all across, and the shutdown does go over to Cassiopeia.
No
And
flash on
here
the
we go.
Mundo.
Johnny Rocket tries to go here with the ultimate, the petrifying gaze. It's gonna get the slow, and Shocky is gonna get the kill.
See, overall, really nice response by Cosa. They moved around really well. The Cassiopeia leaving the mid lane, yes, she's losing plates, but getting that shutdown onto the Trundle was so massive. And then you also get the kill onto the Mundo, and you give it to the Aurelia. So already being able to come kind of back with that.
Yeah, Wake OG though, not having the best of series right now, 1-3. I mean, I can't really blame him since there's not much escape besides the time for the Ziggs. Oh wait, Sir Zephyr in a bit of trouble right there, but able to get away. Meanwhile, here in the bot lane, Drops is here again. All the
Yeah, but
chaos happening all across the map.
there's a lot of action. But talking about Wake, oh wait,
Okay,
if
that
they
was
saw her a little bit earlier, she's dead.
yeah, absolutely dead. There's 3 people onto the Tristana. Even with the rocket jump, I don't think he's gonna get away from that.
Yeah,
But
so
they will get the
talking a little bit.
dragon.
Yeah, this is an important Drake because of the pressure that they have now with the bottom lane. They will be able to secure this dragon, and I think it's important to get this first objective because we saw in the last game how nice it was to have that opportunity to make the game go as late as possible in favor of Nightless, and that they were able to try and buy themselves enough time so that they could kind of come back. So this game is going to be really important that as well.
I mean, who would you favor in the late game scenario, right? Like bouncing off that idea, would it be Nightless Esports or
Cosa.
Cosa of Gods? I mean, yeah, they
Yeah,
do have the
the
Cassiopeia
thing
and the
is
Tristana.
Cassiopeia, Irelia, and Pike are I think 3 of the better champions in the late game. Particularly the Pike because he becomes another carry with the longer the game goes on. So
Oh yeah,
it
that's
can be
true.
really
Okay.
hard to play around that.
That is true, definitely. I mean, Aurelia not really one of those champs you think about when it comes to the late game. But the patch recently just really boosted her up to
Yeah,
be one of those high priority picks, especially in solo queue right now. Where almost I see her permaban a lot, and I'm in low elos and high elo. I'm assuming that's the case too.
yeah, and I feel like it should be deserved. Like Irelia, I think it's a high skill champion, obviously, but her body is so good. So I think that
Oh
a
wait,
lot of teams should prioritize her up much more. And we're
yeah,
ready
looks like
for a
we do
fight.
have.
It seems in the enemy jungle.
Yeah, it looks like there was gonna be one that broke out with Trundle not wanting his jungle to be taken out of the picture right there. Away Chucky with the full passive, but Johnny Rockets with the Mundo abilities. He's just not dying right now. He's gonna regain that health soon enough.
Yeah.
The Bramble Vest is really screwing Shocky right now.
Yeah, and that's the first time that you should have gone. So obviously Johnny Rocket's understanding that ideally, as long as you have that, the matchup can go much more easily. But now Shocky at least has the Bam Scepter as well, which means that he will be able to heal back up really easy.
Now if he gets to book
Yeah.
like that again and again, but yeah, should be a lot more even here in this top lane. Not too many solo kills going down right now. I mean, both top laners are a kill apiece.
He didn't stop,
So
surprisingly.
wait, okay,
Oh,
here we go. Fierce Doctor tries to go for the hook. Eric Northman tries to go
oh,
for
she
another one,
failed.
but Akad's, yep, and drops us right here though. We'll be able to get
Oh,
kill.
the
Oh,
pillar.
the pillar onto the rocket jump. Along with the ultimate, and Akad's, I think he's absolutely dead. Wake OG manages to get the
Oh,
kill.
oh,
Meanwhile,
nice.
Northman stuck under the turret, taken down by Fierce Doctor with the death from below.
Yeah, the pillar coming in clutch there, really well played by the Trundle, and that's one of the powers of the Trundle. The fact that you can use that pillar to dissuade so many things, even though you don't have a stun, it's so easy, yeah, to get that value out of the pillar is so good. They are going to be
Yeah.
able to keep on pushing this turret. I think they shouldn't get much apart from maybe
Oh
one
wait,
more plate.
Shocky
Oh,
has to be careful.
Shoki.
I don't know about this one, but
Oh,
he's playing Mundo Dodgeball right now. He
dead.
can just be even get dive, but Yajirobe is right here too. I'm not sure if he has enough damage to be able to deal with this Mundo though. Trying to chase him
With
down,
poison,
trying to
yeah.
stop him. Comes the flash, but Yajirobe, his flash is not just up, so almost no cigar though.
Yeah, it's not enough. And this is why I wanted to see more the Cassiopeia matchup in top lane. I think that you get better trading opportunities, and the itemization, even if you get the AP magic resistance item that goes into the I forgot the name of that item because I don't see it enough.
Drops is right
But
here though. I think he might decide to go for a gank here onto
oh, drops.
Yajirobe. Wait,
No
yeah,
flat.
here in the chalk. Shocky trying to go for
Oh,
it.
he
Here we
has
go.
flash
Sir
now.
Jeopardy, he has no mana. Meanwhile, in the top lane,
Uh,
Edgerobe flashes out. Oh no,
um.
that's not what you see. Petrifying Gaze, but it's not going to be enough. Meanwhile, here. Oh
Oh,
wait, the flash kick onto Eric Northman. Just Xanax Blades back, but will that be enough? The stun comes
okay.
up, and in the end, Shocky will get the kill.
Yeah, on top
10
side,
for 10.
yeah, and topside is really unlucky what happened with the Cassiopeia. I think if she flashes better in a better direction and you get a better location to use your Predator Gaze, you probably win that. I think you can get a kill back against drops or against Johnny Rockets because he was low to a certain degree. But even though they lose the Cassiopeia on top lane, they get 2 kills on the mid lane, which are really nice, and they go to the Irelia. So buffing her up to be able to be that menace in the mid game and in the later stage of the game as well. And it's going to be really important to keep the Irelia up there because if not, you lose a really valuable member there. But I'm surprised with one thing though with the Cassiopeia. She went for
Mm-hmm.
the Ludens instead of going for
Oh yeah, true.
for
The Andrews, right?
the Andres, yeah. Which against 3 tanks, I'm surprised to not see it.
Oh wait,
Oh,
drops coming
another
here.
pillar
Akash
cancel.
has to get out of here. Does he have the rocket jump? He does, but here's the
Oh,
pillar. Oh yeah, that's
he
not what you
missed.
want the pillar right in front of the Chisana, but unfortunately not going to be able to do that. Drops just going to get the word and walk away, and Akash lives to fight another day. Oh wait, you know, he might not live to fight another way. There's Zephyr. No flash for the lead. Wait, he does have flash. He could have gone for the kick. Might have been a bit dicey though.
He doesn't have the kick yet, so it's understandable
Oh,
not to see
okay,
it
no
committed.
Dragon's Rage. There
Oh
we
yeah,
go. Oh, wait, the
doesn't have
flash.
ult.
Yajirobe, he's
Doesn't
in
have
a
flash.
lot of trouble. Shockwave, and again, a club to the face. Not going to survive that one. Shocky, though, he's in a lot of trouble.
So he's
1v1
dead as well.
between him and the... Yeah, he's probably dead here. Does not have the items to be able to fight against this Mundo, I think. Sustain it just too much, and there's the shutdown going over to Johnny Rockets on the top lane. Nightless Esports fighting back, but they will be dropping the Rift Herald here in the mid lane.
See, that fight is fine if you are not 4 and 5 and you are not one level behind, but he wasn't like that and he certainly lose that fight. On the mid lane, the Cassiopeia is just a sitting target, a sitting duck against the Trundle and the Oriana without flash. Like she cannot run far away and she realistically cannot slow or stop the Oriana or the Trundle. So it's just an easy pick, an easy kill to get. They get 4 plates on the mid lane still, so it's not that bad. Trundle,
Oh, wait, Aka trying to go for it. Here comes the... Oh, that pillar. Just stop Furious Doctor from getting the bait. Wait, ultimate here from Leona. Solar Flare goes down, but Aka dodges just in time.
it's just for
If he gotten
show.
stunned by the... Yeah, just show it. Just warning. That's a warning shot
Yeah.
by Eric Northman.
That will show them to be scared of the Leona, pretty much. That's the idea.
Sometimes you need that intimidation factor. What can you say? Sir Zephyr will get the blue buff for
Hey, yeah, I
himself.
agree.
And that's pretty much all we got. We're back to a calm game so far. The top lane turret was taken down, at least by Johnny Rocket, so he's gonna be very fed and happy. And he goes. Wait, look at this itemization. He's going for a Tiamat. TDS,
So
talk
it's
to me about
Titanic.
this.
Yeah, it's Titanic. I think it's
Is
the
this
for the
normal?
percentage damage. I think if I'm not wrong, now the Mundo deals percentage damage with the E. So I think it's not completely bad. And I think you also get the proc with the cleave, which it's not that bad either.
Yep, and here comes here. Well, if you say so, then I guess I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
have
think
to
it
agree
has
with
to
you
be.
there.
Yeah, I think it has to be with it building much more health so that you can get much more percentage
Okay,
damage
that's
with
fair
your
enough.
E and I think your W as well. Yeah, overall I think it has to do with just getting a bonus health so that you can get the percentage damage with your abilities, pretty much.
Well, it makes sense, especially if you're this ahead on the Mundo. I guess you can start to be more of a carry spread instead of just a front line, right? Be able to do a lot of damage. Shocky has to be very careful in the top lane, especially since he has no tower anymore. There's not really any place that he can fall back to in terms of safety because his team does not own that part of the map.
Yeah, but he realistically doesn't need to push that far forward. Like, I feel like the side of Cosa Pasta needs to just slow themselves down a little bit. Oh, Furious.
Ooh,
Oof.
Fierce
Yeah,
Doctor gets away with the Phantom though.
they
Anyway, you
just
were
need to
saying?
slow themselves up a little bit. Oh, yeah, you know it.
Okay, wait. Shocky, I think he's dead here again.
Oh, maybe not. No, I
Oh,
think
here
he's
comes the
dead.
Bonesaw. Here comes the Dauntless Vanguard, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. Shocky, he's not built
Yeah.
for this world. He's just gonna get burned up by the Sunfire. Yajirobe's right here. Ah, not like this,
Oh,
my friend. Okay, meanwhile, G is dying there in the mid lane. So everyone dying across the map, but Nightless Esports is the one benefiting in the end. They might end up losing this mid lane turret though.
but they may get the top lane turret as well. So yeah, like you're saying, I feel like Nightless are benefiting much more, even though it's good answering plays by Cosa. It's not like they are getting a super high value 08.
Looks like things might be ending up in
Oh,
the game 3. Akads, he has to get
oh,
out. He
really
does have
nice.
the and he has to flash out from the solar flare, but they might not be afraid to dive this. Johnny Rockets is super strong. He is super tanky still. Probably the tankiest member on the team right now, and he does not have his ultimate actually. Never mind, he can't regen his
Yeah.
health.
Yeah, it's fine. It's a Mundo, so it's not like it's going to matter. And the what happened in the previous minutes is what I'm talking about with Cosa. They need to slow themselves up. They don't need to force that many plays.
Oh
Oh
wait,
wait,
Sir Zephyr, he's in a lot of trouble. Here comes the
solo
bat
kill.
again, and Fierce Doctor will get the solo kill. Something you really have to watch out for. The disrespect, the disrespect teleport back to base, way out
Yeah.
in the open, and he just got caught out.
Oh,
Is he going again?
oh,
Okay.
Tris.
No, Akash is dead.
Yeah, she's dead.
That's unfortunate. So, well, I guess the disrespect was shown back, and this time Akash is the one to pay the price.
Yeah, double disrespect, but you get more value out of that disrespect because at least you get a turret with that as well. So overall, it's Nightless is still getting much more advantages, even though they seem like it's an okay trade for Cosa. Realistically, they are not getting that many advantages. Irelia, oh, okay,
Oh, yeah, Shocky would have
she
been
dies
dead there
there if
again.
she gets hit. She dies.
Yeah,
She's 100% dead.
yeah. Just manages to make it out at least. So pushing the wave in, that will bounce back soon enough. And Irelia should be able to catch it without exposing herself too much. But there is a next dragon coming up. Now, it is going to be a Cloud Drake. Not as impactful as the last one, the Mountain Drake. But,
Yeah.
with all the ultimates you have the Mega Inferno Bomb, you have the Shockwave. It's still going to be good for the side of Nightless Esports if they get it.
Yeah, I feel like this Drake, from obviously you don't win the role because there's better chances of getting a better soul. If you get Infernal, it's much better. But like you're saying, oh wait,
Akkad is in trouble, but he
oh
manages to rocket jump
no, I
out.
can't.
Got me just as
Oh,
got me just
nice.
as I was drinking some water right there with the team fight. Very bad timing for me, but he just managed to sidestep away from the solar flare.
Yeah, really well played by the Tristana there, utilizing really effectively
Oh, looks
the
like we
Gale
may
Force
have a
to
fight.
survive and really long
Yeah.
a lot of
Yeah, may
times.
have a
Oh
fight
no.
there. Akkad though, he's just gonna get rid of the up stun down and immediately gets bursted down. Taki is trying to go in with Dauntless Vanguard, but not gonna be able to make it out there. Wake OG just gets away from Tosi
Oh,
Akkad,
Toasty.
drops, manages to get the kill, and Johnny Rockets again onto Shocky, and in the end, it's gonna be Nightless who's gonna be winning out. But Fierce Doctor, he wants to go for the
You
kill.
didn't get the
Wants to
kill.
go. He did not. I think he flashed away just in time. So Wake OG, really good job dodging out on the death from below.
Yeah, and realistically, and I gotta say it like this, that was such a dumb fight to take by the side of Cosa. For some reason, they seem like they need to force that fight, when in reality, they don't. They don't need to force a fight, they don't need to stop a Herald, they
Gonna
don't
lose
need
this.
to even contest this dragon. It's
Might
just,
lose this inhibitor too.
yeah, pretty much.
Uh,
I think
no,
the
I don't
Tristana
think they
said,
will.
yeah, Tristana stopped it. And that's
They,
even much more favorable for Nightless. Because they're not getting that inhibitor early on, it's at least not denying experience and things, and the gold influx that you will be getting because of the super minions are much more valuable than the minions right now. But overall, I think Cosa needs to understand that they don't need to force a fight. Like if you look over the board with the CS numbers and the kills that they have gotten. Cassiopeia is 1-6. Irelia is 4-7. They have 128 and 143 respectively in terms of CS score. Like, this is not acceptable at this point of the game, and you're still trying to force fights instead of trying to get back into the farming, into a good farming position. I just feel like they need to stop trying to overcommit things and come back into the game realistically, because if not, Nightless are in such a comfortable spot to just keep running away with this game.
Yeah, it looks like they're already leaning towards that Baron pit right now. But, I mean, they can win 5v5 pretty easily right now.
Oh, I
But
really thought.
yeah, okay. Shocky
Wait.
again. Solar Flare hit. Zephyr manages to just dodge away from the flawless duet. And there we go. Mega Inferno Bomb to seal the deal. Shocky dead again. A very unfortunate game for him right now. 4-8. Not exactly what you want, especially when you're fighting against Rel. And there we go. Baron immediately. Now, Tosi Alex, he's a Lee Sin. So he does have an execute on his Q. There is a chance he'll be able to steal this away.
If he gets this, would be amazing, but I don't think so.
Yeah, it could be game changing if he gets this, honestly. So, desperate time calls for desperate measure. Oh, they're zoning off super well, though. Yeah. Okay, there goes the fun and stun up. Josie Alex, he's just going for the flash in. He's just going for the Gore Drinker and almost barely. Almost there. The Gore Drinker gave him enough time, but in the end, it's not going to be enough. And really there's the death from below from Furious Doctor. I really like the way he plays his spike, honestly. Really no fear. No fear. And he finds the right opportunities when, you don't think he's going to get the kill, but he ends up doing it because of some fancy maneuver with the flash. Really well played, but I don't think it's going to make too much of a change in the end, because that was just Leona getting killed.
Yeah, the one that died was the Leona, so it's not like it's going to favor you that much in the game, but it's still a good chance to maybe try and force something. They need to be careful still, though.
Yeah, drops to get hooked, but well, the terrain manages to get him out just in time. Wake OG gonna zone off the enemy team to make sure his team can back off safely. And well, in the end, Nightless Esports still in a very commanding position all across the board. So, well, what is the plan now for Cosa past the Pirates?
They need to.
Yeah.
As long as they slow the game, no, it's fine. As long as they slow the game and survive this Baron push, I think it's going to be the best thing they can do. Because realistically, if they don't lose that much in terms of structures or objectives, then it's going to be such a good thing, because it's 22 minutes into the game.
Oh wait, Fierce Doctor, yeah. Wake OG, he's in a lot of trouble. Flash in, and here comes Tristana as well.
Really well
Rinse and repeat, yeah. Wake OG. I was gonna point out that the Ziggs has a Baron buff and the scene potential is huge, but guess what? Wake OG is dead. So that's very unfortunate.
Yeah, that's the other way that they can come back into this game. Those good picks with the Pike to go around the map. Like, because realistically, what we have seen in this game is oftentimes the Cassiopeia and the Irelia are getting picked up. Meanwhile, the Pike is going for a play. So the gold value that you get out of that play is never good enough, because the other members end up dying. So if they stop just dying randomly and allow the Pike to go for those big potentials with the Lee Sin, with the Tristana beat, or whoever it is, as long as you have that a potential advantage there, you can probably pull off a really good play.
Oh wait, Pike, speaking, did get cut out, but well, right now, Eric Lordman is just getting tickled by Tristana. Not too much damage on Akad's yet. Maybe later in the game, but he only really has 2 items right now compared to the almost 3 items of Ziggs.
Yeah, and they need at least a penetration item, because the Cassiopeia is not dealing penetration damage right now with Oluden. So you need to have either magic penetration or armor penetration to be able to destroy these big tanks.
Oh yeah, it looks like they're just barreling it down straight towards the mid lane. Eric Lordman trying to threaten the all-in potential. Yeah, it is an opening hit, so they can just go for it. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Windows escorting the minion wave as well. Ziggs is nearly around.
This better.
Yeah, they could. Okay, wait. Yajirobe is right here. Cassio may be in trouble. I mean, Wake might be in trouble, rather. Yeah, Yajirobe just decided to go for this, but there's the big, very clutch ultimate. Wait, that's not enough. As Cassiopeia gets taken down, Toasty Alex will get hit by the shockwave, but Johnny Rockets, he's just going to go in. He's just barreling onto Akads. He is a very tanky Mundo right now. He goes where he pleases, and there's nothing they can do to stop him, really. Toasty Alex, he has to get out of there. Along with that, just flashes in, and there we go. Johnny Rockets, he's going wild onto the back line. Akad dodges the bone saw. And wait, look at the dragon. In the end, Jobs is going to be able to take it, and this Mundo absolutely unstoppable right now. Johnny Rocket shows his potential last game. And this time he's going all out on this Mundo pick. Oh no,
Yeah, on
Akad's.
his rockets.
Oh yeah, he got stunned up.
Yeah,
He
he's
has to
dead.
flash away. Wait, the Gale Force manages to possibly make it out of there. But he's on the other side. He's not in the wrong position to be able to defend. Akaz has to wait for his rocket jump, but it's gonna be super dangerous if he decides to go in. He's just gonna try and channel, try to go back. Goes for the Buster shot. I don't think he's gonna be doing much.
It's a good show, pretty much. Oh
Oh
no.
no. Yeah, there's a solar flare. Okay, Akaz just rocket jump away. And Johnny Rockets, along with the rest of his team, will just manage to get out of there. Or not, they can continue the siege if they want. And despite the focus on Wake OG, he doesn't feel like the carry right now. It feels like
Yeah,
it's Johnny Rockets. It's just
he
carrying
can
his team
die.
right now.
Like he realistically can die as long as you get your Mega Inferno Bomb down. You can just go and die pretty much. It doesn't matter that much. As bad as it sounds, but the Johnny Rockets just does way too much in the front line. There's nothing to stop him or bring him down. And the fact of the matter is that the side of Cosa Pasta needs more time to get more items and more experience and more gold. But realistically, they don't have that the luxury of the time because the more that they try to go for something instead of farming or going for things, the side of Nightless gets objectives, gets kills, keeps on the pressure, keeps on pushing. And now with the soul down, in the next 5 minutes we will have the Elder. And that is a certain 100% a win condition that if the Mundo has it, he can run down your team and finish the game.
Yep, he definitely can. I mean, it's also a coin flip, right? If you go for another fight, there is a possibility Nightless Esports can turn it around if they manage to get for themselves and get the burst down. But it's gonna be hard because of all the look at the items Mundo has. He has a Spirit Visage already too. This Mundo absolutely feels unkillable at this point, and Tristana's not at the stage yet where she can be able to do damage to it. Doesn't have an LDR either, so not enough armor penetration to get to even get around the Sunfire.
Yep.
And right now, the jungle is under control. Akad,
Oh
he's in a
no.
lot of trouble again. Rocket jumps out. And we can see why immobile AD carries will have a problem against Trundle.
Yep. Pretty
Luckily,
much
it's a
the pillars
Tristana.
so good.
Luckily, it's a Tristana. Otherwise, Akad would have been dead several times over by now.
Yeah, that he would have the same scoreline as the Irelia or as the Cassiopeia if he wasn't a Tristana.
Yeah, here we go.
Oh, the
Johnny
Mundo.
Rockets onto the back line. He can just zone people out. They're just going to go for the fight
It is
instead. Turning. Jockey tries to go in, but in the end, drops just be able to get the kill. Dragon Rage onto the back line. And Johnny Rockets
You're
by
not dealing
himself
damage.
just getting on the back line. Oh my gosh, what a monster this Mundo is right now. Getting the kill onto Justana. First Doctor tries to go for the all-in, and in the end just gets
I think
bursted
that's
down.
good.
Meanwhile, yep, Toasty Alex, he messaged all chat, yo, please stop.
Yeah.
Just got run down. In the end, it's gonna be a GG. That was the fight to end the game right there. Nightless Esports, they bounce back in this game too and forcing a game 3 in this series.
Yep. And I guess changing around the players that much probably is not the best strategy. It didn't end up working this time around. A lot of the players that you change around didn't achieve much in this game. Not to say they are bad players, but certainly they
No, obviously
weren't
not.
put
Definitely not.
in the most beneficiary positions to try and win the game. And I think this all goes back to the early game, the start of the game, where the Irelia gets killed by the Mundo and the Trundle gang really starting the game. And then the Cassiopeia TP's there, uses Flash, and dies. And after
Yeah.
that, it all just kind of went downhill because the Mundo was just so unstoppable. Even if they got a trade kill at one point, it never mattered. The Mundo was just so unstoppable and so strong that it was impossible to kill him. And we saw at the end of the game, even though they have really good scalers, they need time to scale and they need money and experience to be able to scale. But they never got access to any of those. They kept on fighting, kept on giving advantages away, and it meant that they never could come back into the game. So, like you said, really nice bounce back by the side of Nightless. They played this game much better, I feel like. And
Hmm.
also, apart from
Look
not
at
making
this.
the mistake of the early game, they had a better composition, I feel like. This composition, I
Yeah.
like it much more. It was much more well rounded. The only thing that was missing was the 80 damage, but with the advantage that you had on the Trundle, it didn't matter. So it was overall really well played.
Yep. And look at the damage graph right now. Mundo. just it wasn't even fighting a tank. He was just killing Aurelia over and over again
Yep.
there in the top side. So Johnny Rocket's really showing very, very consistent as a top laner. This is really some one guy you can really play towards if you are Nightless Esports. And good to have him on the team. Good to see him showing up in this series so far. For Shaki and Yajirobe, probably still need more time in the cooking pot. You know what I mean? Trying to work together with the rest of the team. They didn't really have a good showing right now. I'm not sure if they'll be continuing in this series. But it's still early into the season. It's a time to find.
Yeah.
If you're a 10-man roster, you can also try to find. You can also take the time to experiment, see who works well with who, and have your A and B team play against each other, scrim against each other. You don't show anything towards the enemy team. And so far we are going to be going to a game 3, so don't go anywhere, guys. We will be right back. Okay, we are back. My name is Miles David, and here with me is CDS. And guess what? This Runeterra Academy semester two season, senior division rather, and we just had so far we're having a banger for series, a 3 game series. Can you believe our luck, TDS? I know you had something to do after this, so Kosa probably didn't make it better for you.
Yeah, I was hoping that Cosa would help a man here and let him watch his sports game, but it doesn't matter. Like we still get to cast the series, and it seems like it can be a really interesting series. Nightless coming back in the second game with a much better performance at draft that I think was better than the first game, and also executing it better than they played in the first game. So overall, really nice turnaround by Nightless. We need to wait and see if they can keep up the consistent work, be it drafting or playing, because we now will probably go back to through the for with the Cosa Gaming first roster that they used in the first game. So we'll need to see if they can play against them as well.
Yeah, yeah. We do have some substitutions. Manufacturer Sam is back along with Stifo. So jungle and top lane has returned or side of Cosa Pirates, Cosa past the Pirates, and we'll see if that makes a difference. Last time they kind of got really lucky with the level one, so we'll see. We'll see if that carries on. If it's a more even playing ground, I think it should be a good match between these two. Nightless Esports, they did bounce back though. They showed that they really know how to play better. They really know, not say better, but they really know how to play well as a team. And
Yeah.
well, I mean, their top laner Johnny Rocket's absolutely a monster.
Yeah, certainly. He has been probably the best player of the series right now, as we have seen the two first games. So I think that him showcasing what he's capable of and the potential that he has is really important for Nightless if they want to keep on getting these victories and keep on getting advantages through the top lane specifically. Because if he's able to win the top lane and then provide that advantage elsewhere, that can be a huge boost for Nightless in any game they play.
Oh yeah, definitely, and we'll see. What kind of what kind of draft they're gonna opt to go with? Again, it was a bit of a, I don't know. We did the Nightless Esports came up with a better draft in game two, as you said before, right? And they ended up winning the game. So what changes will be made? I'm assuming they're going to be changes to champions too. I'm not expecting to see another Cassiopeia. I'm not expecting to see another Aurelia there in the top lane. Maybe another Renekton, but we'll see. Draft has not started yet, unless I'm wrong. No, it has not
No.
started yet. We're still settling in the rosters between these two teams. Nightless Esports going with their original five that they've played with so far in the series. But yeah, Benefactor Sam and Stifo coming back in. Do you think this will help them a lot?
I think it will at least, even though Steve had a kind of a hard game in the first game, he still was able to come back and be good enough. I think Benefactor Sam in the jungle did a really good job, so I think him back as well is going to be really good. We will need to wait and see because they are not in order yet, so we don't know if Steve is going to be in the mid lane or in the top lane. But ideally, if they come back into what they played in the first game, I think they will have really strong players, especially in the mid lane and in the AD carry position. I think the first Akadex didn't really impress that much with his Tristana performance. Yes, there was some difficulties with the rest of the map and the Mundo being so far behind, but I feel like laning wise, it was much more so his support pulling kind of the weight, Furious Doctor, much more so than Akadex pulling his own weight as an AD carry. So I think that Indigo coming back and Benefactor Sam going back into the mid lane would be so ideal for them.
Benefactor Sam going to jungle. I mean, you mean
Sorry,
we
yeah,
still have
Benefactor Sam in the jungle.
yeah, unless wait, we are for draft.
Yeah, they are in
So
already.
Toasty Alex is gonna be the top laner. Is this what I'm seeing?
From what we're seeing, yes, but who knows if they are going to change or
This guy
not.
plays everything apparently. PVS.
He can.
What you played with this guy before? What is he on? Is he playing everything? Okay, there we go. From our producer PVS, apparently Toasty Alex has been Cloud9 training grounds, so probably training under perks maybe. I don't know with the role swaps. But yeah, we're okay. We got
That's
more info. Apparently
made
Toasty
first,
Alex
yeah.
beat perks in a window 1v1 dodgeball pick, so maybe he'll get the pick this time. But Hecarim
Yes,
being
clear
picked up
name.
by You beat the MSI champion, so technically also a world champion is Tosi Alex. And there we go. That's the logic we'll
Yes.
follow here. Okay, so here we have the junglers, probably again Hecarim for CPP, and meanwhile, Nightless Esports are going to go with the Lee Sin and the Braum for themselves this time.
Yeah, taking away the listen this time, Nightless, going for an early game approach. It's close to what the Trundle wants to do, but not having the pillar potential. It's going to be something that can mess up Nightless if they want to go for first place or just disrupting the AD carries, because the Trundle pillar was so valuable in the previous game. So I think that that change into listen may affect them a little bit in how they fight fights and how they try to force plays into in the silence as well as ganking, as well as ganking potential. Then we see
Ooh.
Cosa Pasta Pirates going for the Karma. So this can still be a flex Karma, but I think it should be an support Karma with an AD carry that can deal consistent damage. I think that can be a really good choice, especially because you already have the Hecarim pick there with the Karma. So I think that you don't need to have that
Whoa.
engage potential. Oh, Lucian. Okay.
If I remember correctly, Lucian did get bot lane. Lucian did get buffs, right?
Yeah, he get changed with now
Yeah.
his passive having more procs when you have the boost from an ally.
Okay, there
So
we go. So
yeah,
Karma Lucian should possibly be the bot lane here. I mean,
yeah,
Karma could be the mid laner, right? Along with the Hecarim jungle, and Hecarim can go full IM speed mode, but we're assuming that this should be the bot lane Karma Lucian. Sounds like a strong lane in theory.
yeah. I think it's not a bad idea, especially because early game wise, the power from the Lucian Karma early on can be so good. And with the changes, yes, the Lucian did get a little bit of changes in terms of his damage, so that it's not as super strong as he was previously. But with the healer support, or
Hmm.
they are called their supports, it's much more easy
Enchanter
to
support.
proc the passive. Yeah, it's much more easy to proc the passive, and that way you get a lot more potential damage with the Lucian, and I think that's what they're banking on. And also late game wise, the Lucian now with the enchanters is much better as well. So overall, I think this
Okay, yeah.
bot lane has a lot of potential and can be really interesting to see.
It's
Oh, the
interesting to
blank.
see how. Oh, there we go, LeBlanc. Now it's interesting to see how high priority these guys put onto their bot lanes, making sure they
Yeah,
get them in onto the first rotations. I have to say, now Braum is really good against engaged supports. Now Karma, I like the pick a lot also because he basically counters the Braum and what he wants to do. Karma is a really disengage oriented champion, so even if Braum tries to stop Braum doesn't really have a choice on what he wants to do, right? And Galio
yeah.
being picked up here for CPP, that's gonna be interesting. So if the
Can
Hecarim
it still be
diving
a
in,
support?
then Galio just goes in.
Yeah, can it still be a support Galio though? Because the Galio
All
has
the
that
flexing,
flexibility.
man.
I
All the
expect,
flexing.
yeah, I expect them to just do the logical thing and send the Galio mid lane so that he has a comfortable matchup against the Blank because of his magic resistance built in, and you don't have to do that much. Okay, double enchanter.
Wait, what? Is this Lulu mid? Double
So it,
Enchanter, man. Eggs in the Lucian basket. Indigo, we want to see you perform, man.
no, I think it's Galio mid, Lulu top, Karma bot
Oh
lane.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right. Lulu
I
top.
think it
Okay.
is that, or is
This
it
is a
Karma Lulu bot lane?
this is a very interesting composition that I
Ooh,
haven't seen
what?
since season 5.
Yeah,
Okay, what
I
is
think
going on between these two compositions?
I think logically, Nightless has a super bursty composition that realistically shouldn't get that much done. But when you look at some of the champions, they don't scale that badly, and they have a really nice engage potential with the Glad. So it's not like realistically they can look to just force a fight and go in really heavily. But on the side of Cosa, like I feel like Cosa has such a good late game composition with double enchanters, Hecarim, Galio, and Lucian. They have a lot of damage, but they also have a good engage potential with the Hecarim. You have the support from two enchanters, which means that Hecarim doesn't necessarily fall off that hard with the extra support. And because you have the Galio to follow up the Hecarim, the engages can be good as well. So I think that Cosa has a really nice composition going for them. For late game, early game wise, I think it can be hard because I'm not sure. Apart from bot lane, I don't think top lane is a super winning lane. Mid lane is certainly not a winning lane, which means that Hecarim can get invaded by the Lee Sin, and that can put him really far behind, and that's not something that you really want to be in favor. But if the Lulu is able to put pressure onto the Kled, the Galio is able to respond in case the Blank wants to do something, and the bot lane has the push potential, then Hecarim will have a more easy time in the early game, and that will be what you're banking on so that you can get smoothly into your later stages of the game.
Yeah. Well, TDS, we are into champion select after that analysis, and you know what? You've been talking what I've been thinking about. You ever watch Narnia? You ever watch Narnia, TDS? The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Have you watched that movie?
Yeah.
Remember in the end, there was a big battle and the two armies were charging at each other. That's what I'm thinking of when I see Kled and Hecarim on opposite sides.
So both go in and something amazing happens, pretty much.
Yeah, basically, it's gonna be the fight of the century, the charge of the Light Brigade between these two teams right now, as they try to brawl against each other. But as you said, two different styles of play. We got the heavy burst coming from Nightless Esports, and the more forward than disengaged style coming from CVP. And it's gonna be interesting when we have these different types of compositions to see who will come out on top.
Yeah, that can be something really interesting to see. Although I gotta add something with the LeBlanc Ezreal. With LeBlanc, she becomes a late game carry in the a late game poke mage, because her cooldowns are so low and you get enough mana to be able to just jump in and poke. So overall, you will have a LeBlanc and Ezreal that can become kind of a poking duo and try and make the Hecarim and the Galio or whoever wants to go in to not want to go in, and at least that way you can force your engage to be much more effective. So even though it is bursty, they do have avenues to make long fights be in their favor as well.
Yeah, that's true. The question is whether they'll be able to get through the shields, right? That's my biggest question coming in from Nightless Esports, if they'll be able to burst through the shields. I think someone will have to pick up a Serpent's Fang. Probably Lee Sin. I have no idea.
Ezreal can go Serpent's Fang.
Yeah, true. Ezreal can build practically anything. Let's be real. It is Ezreal, but you know, guys, we have our two competitions here. Just gonna be game 3, of course. Winner takes all between these two different yet kind of similar team comps when you kind of think about it. When it comes to style, so we were gonna see the clash between the two titans right here. In a few minutes, as we go into short break for competitive integrity, as we wait for the spectator delay. Don't go anywhere, guys. We will be back soon. Good evening, Runeterra Academy viewers. We are back here with Nightless Esports versus Cosa Pasta Pirates. This is going to be game 3 in this series, and we are back with the original roster for Cosa Pasta Pirates. So this should be a banger of a game, if game 1 is any indication. CDS, about you? What do you think? What are your predictions for this game?
Yeah, I think it should be a really exciting game. We have two really interesting compositions to say the least. A lot of power from both sides to be able to scale really well. To a certain degree, I favor the scaling much more of the side of Cosa Pasta Pirates, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't discard Nightless in terms of scaling because they have an Ezreal, they have a LeBlanc that can be really strong later on. And the Kled is also something that a lot of people may not think that is strong later on, but his damage with more items is really, really good. So I think that overall scaling wise, similar. I still favor Pasta Pirates. And also one thing that I want to notice on it's Karma top and Lulu support. I was expecting that it was maybe going to be the Lulu top going against the Kled, but I think maybe Karma has a better matchup overall against the Kled. And not only that, but you can bully out much more easily with the Karma as well. And I think that if you go tank Karma as well with uh, buffing your shields up, it's not a bad idea either. So overall, I think the
Oh,
Karma can work better here as well.
there we go. The poke wars already. Johnny Rocket getting hit by that empowered Karma Q. And
Already
both
shown the
builders are.
power.
Yeah. just gotta get that. Just gotta get that intimidation tactic out there. Wait. Sir Zephyr is going to top lane to fight with the Karma. Okay. Wait. I think we have some interesting lane swaps here.
Yeah,
Interesting lane matchups to say the least, and it will be Kled down there in the mid lane, Johnny Rockets. So a bit of a switch up on roles between these two. I like seeing stuff like this. It makes things super unpredictable. Tostias will be fighting against Johnny Rockets, and we'll see how
yep,
it goes. These are two roaming mid laners, right? So
yep.
it's gonna be a wild fight to see who gets a push and see who manages to help the team first.
Yeah, pretty much. And even though they, like you're saying, that lane swaps are really interesting, I think this favors a lot Seer separate because I feel like against the Karma as a LeBlanc, you get much more kill potential than if it was against the Galio. So overall, I think it makes a lot of sense to see this change. And the potential from the LeBlanc can be really interesting to see if she's able to get one solo kill onto the Karma or is able to move around and get a kill elsewhere. It can be really meaningful for the side of Nightless. On the mid lane, like you were talking about, the Galio and the Claire both potential to move around the map and be able to just support every other place. I feel like with the Claire moving into the mid lane, that should be his most important idea, much more so than putting pressure onto the Galio. It's trying to get to a level 6
Ooh.
and being able to roam around the map. Kind of like what Dumby did when he tried to popularize the speak in the mid lane.
I mean, I think Doinby is the only person who actually manages to pick Kled,
And
Kled
Latimer's,
mid. He
yeah,
wasn't super. He was not super successful with it in the LPL, but I watched the LPL a lot. I'm prepared for this pick. Let's see how it goes. From wait, here comes the gank in the mid lane.
oh, it's bad.
Akad's trying to go for with the Enchanter gank. That's not what you expect when you're fighting
Yeah,
against when you're fighting a Lulu. But it was a good roam timer to go off because Lucian did go back, get an item for himself. Did manage to get longsword for himself.
oh,
So wait, here we go. Eric Northman might be in a bit of trouble here. He misses his Q,
oh, he
and
gets
he might be
exhausted.
in a lot of trouble here. The exhaust comes up. Akad tries to push him in, and wait, here we go. Johnny Rockets versus
Also,
Toasty
look at
Alex in the
LeBlanc.
mid lane. Yeah, wait, I'm not sure what's happening. Wait, LeBlanc is here. He teleported in,
Yeah,
I believe. Okay, so they are surrounded. Benefactor Sam and Akaz has
we
to get
have
out
to
for
cover
wait.
for the
G
Lulu.
gets the kill. He does get the kill onto Lulu, but here we go. The teleport back and the kill back. Benefactor Sam will get the kill onto the Ezreal, but
Oh,
the kills just managed to make it in time as the early game is evolving into chaos again. But there's a 3-man taunt from the Galio. Here we go. Kill onto the Kled. It's
but
a
I think they lose
2v2
this.
now. Yeah, I have
Yeah.
no idea what's happening right now as Alex gets taken down and drops, gets a kill. Zerzepper will end up with the double. So in the end, it is going to be Nightless Esports walking away with the victory after that early game 5v5 team fight.
Yeah, and I really, really don't understand what Benefactor Sam was doing there. You have to block for the. You have more than half your health. Just stand in front of her. That way, at least she can use her pots, get back the health, and maybe be able to do that some damage. But overall, that is so bad because now it's way too late. The Galio is way too late already. So it's not like he can get to a fight before anything can happen. The Lulu is dead. It's a 3v5 pretty much. And even though the Karma gets there and they are able to get a kill, realistically, the Lee Sin is in such a good spot because he was untouched. The Braum ate almost all the damage in that fight. And even though, like you were saying, even though they get some kills from the side of Cosa, It's such a good benefit. They get so beneficiated from the side of Nightless. They get so
Uh,
much more value. The flank is 3 and
I
0.
wanna, yeah, 3-0 with the 8 stacks on the dark steel already. We are
Oof.
5 minutes into the game, guys. This is
Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely not a joke right now. This
Things that should
LeBlanc,
never happen. Part 1.
yeah, Sir Zapper is gonna be super happy. And here Coach drops for a gank onto Indigo, getting tagged immediately.
Oh.
Akeds will get to go. Eric Nordman is in a lot of trouble though, and here comes Benefactor Sam coming in with a charge. Wake immediately tries to flash immediately just to get away. And Stifo, well, he's fighting pretty well against a pretty fed LeBlanc right now. Lane is
Yeah.
going to get pushed in, and that should be the end of that in bot lane.
Yeah, pretty much right. Like the answer there by the Hecarim being able to respond, and also the run away from the Lulu and Delusion was really good as well. They were able to just be careful enough
Ooh.
that the Lee Sin couldn't do anything, and now this means Drake bot. There are still
Yeah,
members around.
Galio's level 6 too. They
That
have
is
to be
true.
very careful when going for it. This Kled is not really in a position to help out at all. They probably should just give this away, and that will be the answer for Nightless Esports. So something back at least. The first dragon going over to Cosa past the Pirates.
Yeah, at least they are able to get something back. Like you're saying, the fact of the level 6 being in favor of the Galio makes it so that you can pull through, you can force that play much more easily. And if they try to force anything, they would end up losing much more. So Nightless, first of all, respecting the fact that they could lose that better, that they don't commit for anything, and Cosa understanding that they have that advantage and going for the play and trying to get something back. The gold rate is not that high either, it's 500 gold, but it's still important to keep in mind that these leads can increase much more exponentially because of the champions that have the leads.
Yeah, and we're looking at the Blanc to really be the one to carry this lead forward for Nightless Esports. But Sir Zephyr is not really Stifo is actually able to easily deal with
Yeah,
this LeBlanc, even though it's basically an item down. Basically using his abilities to his best advantage right now, and there we go. Lee Sin shadowing his quote unquote mid laner Johnny Rockets there on that Kled. Wasn't able to help out in the dragon, but now he's back to full health with the pickaxe. Should be having a more decent time. And they may decide to just use the top side, the stronger top side, to try and get the Rift Herald for themselves.
yeah. What I'm really surprised though, it's like you were saying. Oh
Wait,
wait.
here comes the charge. Wait. They're charging onto Dosi Alex. They're just going for him immediately. The channel, the taunt.
I
Will
think
it
he's
be
dead.
enough to get the
Yeah.
kill? Probably also get the kill.
Oh,
Johnny Rocket just managed to get away. Drops has to also flash, has to use the ward to get out. And Kled is stuck behind enemy lines. Meanwhile, here,
Indigo?
Flash immediately polymorph as well. Indigo trying to go for the kill. He
Lucian?
does outplay 1v1 there right now. Benefactor Sam, though, he's in a lot of trouble. And instead, Kled is going to get the kill. That remount. Oh, wait! The true shot Mirage. Wake OG. Finishing it off onto Indigo. Johnny Rocket, look at his health. He is barely standing right now. Sir Zapper trying to go for it. Trying to go
Wait.
for it. And here comes Galio with a big heroic entrance right now. Will he get the kill? Johnny Rocket is in
Yeah,
trouble
got
and
it.
he just gets taken down to shut down. Sir Zapper is going to get rooted up. Will he get killed though? Is a big question. The flash immediately by the LeBlanc. And 6 to 9 kills. Nice. Between these two teams. And it looks like they're not going to stop either. The chaos continues. Josh has to go for a Q onto Stifo, but doesn't manage it. The root up. And here comes the channeling. The taunt. He has to flash out immediately. Sakas is here for backup as well. And I don't know, TDS. It's just chaos happening all across the map. Fighting. There's not even an objective. There is no objective on the map. The referral wasn't even the priority.
The kills are the objective. The blood is the objective. They're just looking for that. They just want to kill people. But like you, I don't have any words. It's just that so many kills going, so many chaotic things going around everywhere. I really like the play from the Kled to try and force onto the Galio. No, I think at that point he didn't have flash, so it was easy to be able to execute. I really like this play by the Lee Sin, by the way.
Okay, yeah, there we go. Drops trying to go for the kill. There's Dragon Rage on with the Q. Should be able to get that as well. Sir Depper.
Oh,
wait! He might
what?
turn this around. Steve-O gets the shutdown onto the LeBlanc, but I don't think he'll be surviving this one. Drops.
Oh,
Okay, Lee Sin just gets killed in exchange. So it is going to be a 1-for-2 exchange.
Indigo.
But, Indigo with the culling. Almost managed to get the
one
kill.
hit away.
Yeah, one hit away onto Eric Northman. This is one heck of a game between these two teams right now. Dead even! That was close. That was very close. The true
You
shot
need to
barrage
run
doing
away
so much
quickly.
damage. Yeah, they have to get away right now. Otherwise, Big OG is just gonna make mincemeat out of them, turn them into Swiss cheese, and they have to retreat for now. And in the end, Nightless Esports will be favored down there in that bot lane. But
Yeah.
that was a very risky play.
Yeah, it could have gone both ways because if they get the kill on the Braum, they probably can go for the Ezreal as well. But they are not.
Wait,
Oh
this is
wait,
not Johnny
Rockets.
Rockets. He's not. Yeah, he's in trouble. He has to get out of there right now. He doesn't have a flash, but he will just get out of there with his Q. Ekans though, oh, that was a very close one. Along with the ultimate from the Braum, from fancy footwork from Ekans, just barely get him out of danger.
Yeah, it could have been a little bit worse, but Akad
Oh
does
wait,
have
wait,
ultimate
OG?
now.
He parking shifts in. That was a very risky play, but just has to flash out
Oh,
immediately
but
from
here's the
behind.
D.
Here comes drops. They were just baiting him in. Indigo gets hit with with the overgrowth. Not gonna be enough to save him though. Indigo goes down finally, and Johnny Rockets he almost gets killed, and he does get the remount, but Sir Zephyr is right here. He's ready to help out.
Oh.
Here comes the teleport and then execute onto Eric Northman. I think that's the best they can go for right now.
Karma is here as well, so they can. Wait, Galio! Look at Galio!
Yeah, Galio coming in for the flank, and wait, OG.
Oh,
There's the shutdown going over to the Galio, and
he's
chaos all
smashed
around the
this wide
map.
open.
Yeah, this match basically wide open between these two teams. And we will get an actual Drake's Dragon Soul here for this game, as the Cloud Dragon was already taken, so it will be an Infernal or a Mountain. It's gonna be a Mountain. Basically a reflection of the
really
last game.
important.
Taunt onto Kled. Johnny Rockets, he's in a lot of trouble, but here comes Eric
Oh.
Northman. Barely just manages to remount. Undodgeable, untargetable
Blanky
ball
beat
by the skill, but here comes Zipper. Right there, going for the flank. Tosi Alex will get the taunt. Up to 3 people won't be enough. There is so much shielding on him. Sipo. And here comes the flank from the hacker and benefactor Sam from the back line. And rooted up. I don't think Eric Northman's going to be surviving this one any longer. Tosi Alex gets the kill, and suddenly Cosa Pasta Pirates are back in this game, and they were the ones with the gold lead.
Yeah, back. I feel like they are now really ahead because it's 2,000 gold lead. They are ahead in kills as well, and in Drakes, they have everything going in their favor, and now they're going to dive with poor Ezreal.
Oh, he's just going in. He knows he has to make an aggressive play to try and make things work. The wave
Wait,
is
they
not
now
there,
can't
though.
dive. Okay, really nice. Yeah, Wake played that really nicely because by forcing the evolution out of the way by not going for the play, now the dive is much more risky. Hecarim doesn't have ultimate, which means that if they misplay the dive, it can be a 2 for nothing, and the Ezreal can just out of nowhere be super far ahead. So it's really important that they understand that, and that's also why the play by Wake was really good there.
Yeah, and there we go. Ezreal has his Triforce. Wait, I did not mention this, but Ezreal does have his Triforce completed. And I assume he's going to be going back. No, he's just going to farm out to try and get his Manamune as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Tell me about this build, though, on the Ezreal. Triforce set of Divine Sunder, which I've been usually seeing.
I think it's
What do you
better
think?
in this game. I think it's better because the Sunder is really good when you have a lot of members that will stack health and things like that. But realistically in this game, apart from the Hecarim, who is going to go for the extra health? I think that Triforce will give you the extra damage and also the consistent damage in fights. So against things like the shields and all that, having that extra bit of damage with the Triforce can be really good. So overall, I think it's not a bad call to go for it. And it also, I think it's also one of the Triforce gives you 3 different stacks with the mythics, so having those extra stacks can be really good. Oh, Zephyr.
Sir Zephyr is in a lot of trouble here. Sifo is gonna be getting the kill. He has to flash out immediately. Oh, that was very close. But this Karma is absolutely bothering the LeBlanc right now. No more stacks onto the Darksteel as well. Oh wait,
Yeah.
that looked extremely weird. Johnny did not get. What? What?
Right?
Hold up. Did the server lag or something?
I think it
Johnny
lags for
Rocket
anyone.
blocked the Galio, but he just eat through.
See, this
Okay.
is League of Legends. The code is strange.
Even Toast is questioning everything right now, but it looks like he won't be questioning
he's
much
dead.
further. Oh yeah, he's absolutely dead at this point. Not gonna save him. The shutdown goes over to the Kled. Okay, I guess he felt bad and he gave the kill over. I don't know what to say about that one.
Yeah, like good guy Toasty sportsmanship to give him the kill away. Oh wait.
Oh wait, Manufacturer
Oh.
Sam, he's in a lot of trouble. There's 3 people, but that is the overgrowth
Holy.
used as well. And the big Dragon's Rage to knock up 3 people. Will it be enough though is the question. Eric Northman still have trouble. Indigo, he has to kill as well. Giant Rockets and drops in a lot of trouble. They do not have to sustain, do not have burst. They're going in for it though. Here comes Wake OG with the kill. The backup has arrived, and Benefactor Sam, I think he's gonna go down as well. They're gonna give over the kill to Ezreal. That's what you like to see. Oh, see, Alex is back though. He teleported in. He's gonna go back, and I don't think this is the fight he has to take. Yeah, he does not, and that's a triple kill over to the Ezreal.
Yeah, and just like that.
Oh wait, it's not over yet. Sir Zephyr is right here, but he gets polymorphed immediately. And well, I don't think he's gonna be lasting much long here against 2 enchanters. Not enough to fight back. Wait, here he comes. Lee Sin. The backup is here. Tipo, he's in a lot of trouble. Does not manage to get tagged by the Ezreal W and just barely gets away.
Yeah, and
but that was wild.
That fight ended up going in favor of Nightless, and Wake was able to deal a lot of damage, and that was what I was talking about. Even though, and we saw at the end, even though the Galio comes in, the amount of damage that the Ezreal does with the Triforce is much higher because the Galio realistically doesn't build that much health. He doesn't have that much resistance either, which means that it's so easy to burst him out and kill him so quickly, and the Ezreal ended up doing that. And that fight, I think, was defined by one particular thing, and was the fact that Indigo used the calling there, but most of the calling was soaked by the Crocs. So he dealt almost no damage with the calling, and that extra damage from the calling disappearing into nowhere means that the fight can go much longer than it needs to be, and that the side of Nightless can take full advantage of it. And it ended up happening. They cleaned the fight when the members were arriving, and then the side of Cosa had to disengage, but they didn't have enough time nor the movement speed to be able to do it, and they end up dying.
Yep. Okay, Indigo trying to. This is the ADC that he has to put his carry pass on, because this guy is the ADC that has to be the one to pop off, dodge from all the skill shots and make it and be able to deal damage, because he does have 2 enchanters backing him up. Will they be able to contest for this dragon though is the question. The wave is not in their favor. They are trying to surround, but I feel like Drops will be able to get this one. And wait, oh geez, look at the damage! Oh, the overgrowth just enough to barely keep the Lulu alive, but that's already a wasted ultimate. Yeah, LeBlanc. Okay, here comes the kill. Benefactor Sam just going in immediately and gets bullet. Disappears immediately right now. Okay, big taunt. Oh, what the hell? That was a big taunt by Josie Alex. Everyone's so low health. Zippo as well, but Indigo should be able to carry the damage here. Not enough. Will it be? Rocket remounts in time, and Indigo is dead. But that was all they could do from Nightless. I think Zephyr is just gonna get the kill onto him. I don't think Indigo is gonna get away. Boop. And the ace goes to Nightless. That was such a close fight. In the end, Sir Zephyr managing to teleport back into the fight. Wait, he wasn't teleport back to fight. He was basically clean throughout that fight, just coming in to sweep everything.
Pretty much. He didn't. He just there to just clean everything up and pretty much do the job of an assassin. But that fight was closer than it should have been, from the fact that it was a 5v4. Because the Lulu realistically wasn't in that fight. She used everything to survive the Ezreal at the start. And then when the fight actually was happening, she didn't do that much. She died immediately by the LeBlanc, and then the rest of the members were able to get a lot of value. But if the Lulu is part of that fight, maybe then you get much more value out of the ward growth, the shields, and the Hecarim doesn't die immediately. The Lucian can survive longer, and you get a much different fight from the side of Cosa past the gaming. Oh, Lulu.
Oh, it was very close. Akaz is in a lot of trouble though. Oh, that's a lot of damage, and Akaz has to use overgrowth on himself again just to survive. Wake OG so strong right now. Wait, Stefo is right here, there, but the teleport is coming in. The Rift Herald does go over to the Hecarim, and right now there's a big 5v5 once again. The chaos all around. Everfrost goes off, manages to get the stun, but it's not going to be enough to save Tosi Allison. Wake OG gets the snipe onto Akaz. There's no objective on the map, so they can't really translate anything, maybe except a tower here in the mid lane. But
there's a lot of Sandy Gold for.
Yeah, Sandy Gold. Stifo gets pulled back. That's a lot of damage. There's Zephyr. Another kill. The calling here comes onto the Lucian. Indigo. Yes, absolutely dead as well. They're diving under the tier 2s right now. The tier 1 hasn't been taken. And Nightless Esports, they're running away with it.
Yeah, it all takes time, so it's fine. As long as they are able to get it started, which they get, they are able to keep on pushing. What I'm more surprised about is the fact that they were just staying in the area, trying to protect something that isn't necessary to protect. Even though this mid lane turret can be valuable, realistically, you don't have 2 members alive. You're in such a disadvantageous position. You're trying to force a fight. Yeah, nothing should happen here.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, they can just easily bounce off themselves back out of the danger zone. Lee Sin able to get away from that. Drops doing pretty well this game. Everyone on the team from Nightless is doing super well this game. Maybe except Sir Zephyr. there in the top lane, who was struggling a bit in the mid game fighting against Stifo, but in the end, he's coming out on top with the cleanup duty as the janitor. Yeah,
Yeah.
there we go. Serpent's Fang taken already, as we predicted. It's gonna be Kled taking that one.
Yeah, that is also not a good enough option. I feel like there's good members that can take the Serpent's Fang and can be really valuable, especially because the Kled will be in the front line most of the time, so it makes sense that
Oh,
he takes
speaking
it.
of the front line, here comes the
Oh,
charge. They're in the back line. Immediate tag on Tosi Alex, who is in a lot of
oh,
trouble. But that's a big Everfrost,
but he's
along
dead.
with a stun, but it's not going to be enough. Johnny Rockets will be able to get the kill onto the Galio. Not enough time to stall. Not enough damage on the side of Costa Pasta Pirates in this game right now. There's just no one who can carry at this point. Indigo does not have the items to be able to deal
Yeah,
damage against the Kled and the Lee Sin.
it's really banking on both the Hecarim and the Lucian to be able to pull it off. Yeah, he missed that really heavily, but it's banking on those two members to be able to
He
carry.
really wants us for it.
So they
Wait, I don't.
probably want
Sorry,
to
I have to
continue.
cut you off right now. There might be another fight that's gonna happen. Zephyr trying to go for a tag. Will
Jane?
be staying the route. Yeah, it's absolutely. Unfortunately, Doom gets taken down immediately in Benefactor Sam. I think he's gonna be worse for wear. But here comes the Gyro Hero's entrance. Immediately, the shutdown onto the Lee Sin. Wait, it's not over
Maybe?
yet. Immediately, Nightless Esports, they have to retreat. They don't have the damage to be able to pull this one
Oh,
off.
Johnny
Johnny
Rockets
Rockets will get taken down as well. Lulu gets the shutdown. And suddenly, okay, we are back in this Coast to Go Rockets. The Everfrost into the freeze.
Israel?
Indigo, he has to flash out. Ezreal though, oh, Wake OG gets the kill onto the enemy carry. That was close. That was very close. I don't think I can even fault Indigo. They're in a bit of a desperate situation. Benefactor Sam gets shooted up. And only Wake OG is the one doing damage. Sir Zephyr is out of the fight as well. But that was so close between these two. Benefactor, he's going to go for it. He's going to try to go. That's a lot of damage. Onto Wake OG won't be enough. He has to flash. He has to heal. Oh, here comes the True Shot Barrage. It's not going to get anyone, though. And the Rift Herald just managed to take the red, the first tier 1 turret in the mid lane.
Yeah. After everything that happened there, the Rift Herald takes the mid lane turret, so at least a little bit of a standing gold going back into the pockets of Cosa Pasta Pirates. But those fights seem like they could be way, way worse than they can be for either team. Like, I think Nightless could have been in a way worse situation if they don't engage like that. But the illusion is, the Ezreal is doing so much in this game. He's constantly hitting the Mystic shots, getting so much poke damage value, and this is what I was meaning with the fact that the Triforcing here can be better. He's doing so much damage to the squishy champions, and even though the Hecarim is kind of a tanky champion as well, he realistically doesn't have enough resistances to just make it so that the Triforce doesn't get any value. Oh.
Wait, they see it. They're going for the engage. They see that Ezreal is way up there, not going to be able to join the fight as soon as possible. They're going for the taunt. That's a lot of people. That's a lot of health parts going down. And now they have to retreat. They might have to give the dragon, but I don't think they will. They still decide to want to go to fight for this. Johnny Rockets does have a lot of health. He's going in for the charge, trying to get something out of this fight. Ezreal is in the back line trying to go, but with the big 4-man taunt from the side of Tosi Alex will be able to get the kills. And in the end, as Ezreal is still not down, he's still there. Drops super low health. I think they just have to give this one up. But members of the side of Costa Passage, they're coming up clutch here. Wait, it's not yet over. But he's gonna go down as well. But with the jungler down, yeah, they can just go for the Baron immediately. And that's the sole point also for the side of Costa Pasta Pirates.
With Ludo and Karma up, with the Lucian and the Hecarim, you have everything to just go for the Baron. Although, quick thing, Johnny Rockets has teleport, which means that he can get into the fight and be able to try and disengage them from the Baron. But LeBlanc also has it now. Okay, so they can try and pull it off. So wait, OG.
He has to get out of there.
Because he has flash.
Yeah, he has no flash. He's stunted up. He's just gonna get taken down. That's a big damage down. Meanwhile, Lulu gets taken down also by Sir Zephyr on the back line. So 1-for-1 trade so far, but support for the ADC.
Yeah, but now Drops is back alive, which means that Baron can be much riskier because of the attempt of a stealing. So at least they are able to pull off the stop in the Baron and are able to buy themselves more time. But thing that it did come through and isn't stopping is their soul. The soul point is up now for the side of Cosa Pasta Pirates, and in the next 4 minutes they can force that fight. Realistically, they will now get much more items with the Lucian, with the Hecarim, with the Karma, with the Lulu. Those champions get so much value with the next item, and for that next dragon fight, they will have those items. So if it's a 5v5, I think Cosa Pasta Pirates can take it off. But if they get picked off by the LeBlanc, the Ezreal, or any of those members, then Nightless can even think about moving into the Baron and securing that.
Man, this game is going every which way. Both
What a
teams
game
are
three!
fighting all out. Yeah, it's one hell of a game three. We've hit the more than 2 kills per minute mark at this point. More than 50, we've hit 52
Talk
kills at
about
least, and
wanting
it's
to
been
be
5
the
minutes into
LPO.
the game. Yeah, basically, we're watching the LPL at this point. Who knew that any amateur could be this chaotic? Apparently, it is. But yeah, right now, I have to shout out the person who put that word in the mid lane and saw that Ezreal was not with the team. Has to be one of the words of the game at this point. Right now,
Yeah, pretty much.
Cosa Pirates are back into this game right now. There is no dragon yet. The Baron is possibly the contested objective right now, and how will Nightless have to play this out in order to win out the team fights?
Just consistent poking damage, and then when they are weak, engage.
Charging
Oh, the
in.
shields. Yeah.
Yeah, they were just charging in.
Wait,
They don't
Lulu?
want to deal with the poke damage. Here comes the engage. Airborne onto the Lucian, though, and here comes the charge, but not going to be enough. It seems like the engage goes in, but the poke is not going to be enough. Lucian Indigo just manages to get out of a bad spot right there.
Yeah,
All
it
right,
could
here
have
comes
been
the
way
engage. The
worse.
poke. Yeah, here comes the engage. Here comes the poke. Once
Look at the
they
blank
once
on the
they
side,
do,
though.
yeah. Oh wait, Dosi Alex tries to go in with the Everfrost, but does not manage to get the stun onto anyone. Meanwhile, on the backside, LeBlanc is trying to go for a flank, trying to go for a pick. The supports are kind of squishy, especially Lulu. Doesn't have much health on her. Could get easily hit by rotation immediately from the LeBlanc.
Oh, the
Akad,
Israel damage.
yeah, that's a lot of damage, but the shields, they're doing too much. Here comes Benefactor Sam trying to go in. Was that a bit too far, though, is the big question. Big calling. Here comes the hero's
But it
entrance.
doesn't get anything.
And meanwhile, in the back line, Akad gets taken down, but in exchange for LeBlanc's life. Support for mid lane, top lane. I don't know what to call LeBlanc at this game, but there we go. So solo lane there. Support for solo lane. We're going back to season 1 terminology.
Yeah. Oh, Israel.
Oh wait, big OG. He had to go Orient shift in, and here comes Josie Man with the big and the shutdown onto the Lucian. Josie Alex, he's in a lot of trouble now. Ezreal, he came up clutch. Wolf OG is back.
Can they go for Baron? Well, Karma has teleport, so maybe not, but they seem to want to go for it. Hegram is full health, though.
Yeah, Lulu is up
Lulu's
also.
going back,
So they, yeah. I don't know what the situation is gonna be here. Hecarim is on the backside. They are gonna try to go for this Baron right now. Cancel this back. The teleport is coming in. We'll just have to go for this. Let's Hecarim have the ult. Akad. Oh no! Oh no, that's not what you want. Here's a LeBlanc to your face. Here comes
Sam.
Oh, this is the Baron! What benefit? Sam coming in clutch for his team. I can't believe it.
He got it. He just walked into the Baron pit. Well, he jumped into the Baron pit, but got the Baron overall. That's so good. They lose the soul here, yes, but they don't lose the game. And I think that's much more important because I feel like even if they don't get this Baron, they will lose the soul as well. So it's not like they were in a comfortable spot because of what happened on the mid lane. But Sam coming in huge, stealing the Baron like you're saying, and buying the side of Cosa past the Pirates a second chance in this game to survive and be able to fight more. But I gotta say, Josie Alex needs to get much more control with going forward. He keeps trying to dive forward, use the Everfrost, try and get a cheeky stun onto an Ezreal of all people, and it always bites him back because he doesn't get anything, and instead the Lucian, the Karma, and every other member gets attacked by them.
There's no way they managed to steal this one too, right? It better
Nah,
not.
no, it's
Okay.
mine.
There's a secure from Lee Sin. Okay, so it's not game ending yet, but the Baron being taken is extremely huge. I'm not sure how many members on it. I think it's just on Stifo, I believe.
Yeah, it's just one member has.
It's just it's just on Stifo. But as a death ball comp, that's kind of what you want. You don't really have anyone split pushing you. You just want to run it down mid lane, and with the siege composition like this, they'll be able to sustain. They'll be able to have the shield power to be able to burst to survive any poke. Right now, it looks like we're going back for round 2 here. The mid lane, here comes the ultimate here from the Hecarim Heroes enters immediately there onto the backline. Will be enough. The Baron gets taken down. This tower does get taken down. Johnny Rocket will get rooted, will get stunned, but Wake OG will get the kill. And Lucian is down too. So in the end, it looks like Nightless Esports are winning out on the team fight. It was a desperate play from Cosa Pirates. And in the end, it didn't work out. They still do have the Baron buff, so they can't possibly solve. But here comes the flank coming in from Johnny Rocket.
Oh, the Clef.
Akash has to get out. Benefactor Sam, I don't think he's long for this world. Stunned up. Gonna get taken down. That's a dead horse if I've ever seen one. Akash and Stifo. There's lots of slows, though. They
And
can
look
still
at
manage
that
to make
massive
it out.
double wave.
Oh, they're going in for it. They're going for the
Oh,
dive onto the enchanters. They're not
again,
going to be
yeah.
surviving this one. There goes Tifo as well, hit by the Tucson Q, and in the end, it's gonna be an ace for Nightless Esports. We
Yeah,
were
and
talking
match
about
4,
them
baby.
being the one to engage, but in the end, they took Nightless, they took Cosa past the Pirates clan and used it against them.
Yeah, I don't know. Why are they still trying to overcommit and overforce a fight? You have such a good potential to siege with the shields, with the poke from the Karma and the Lulu, and the Lulu just take objectives, just threaten the engage, don't actually engage. Because we see what happens when they try to overcommit and engage. They disengage from the side of Nightless is so easy to pull off. The Ezreal this doesn't even need to use flash to run away. The Braum doesn't even go down as long as he has the Fissure to just separate everything from going on. And realistically, the Blank and Claire weren't that much a part of that fight. It was just the Israel poking from afar, the Lee Sin using a really great kick and disengaging the fight overall, and then they continue the rundown after they kill the illusion. It's just such an easy way to fight. But Cosa keeps on forcing those fights without needing to, and Nightless just responds so well against them. Oh wait, the Blank?
Oh, the Zen of Soul and Surge Zap, he might be in a bit of trouble here. You go for the overgrowth. I mean, I guess the cooldown's super low at this stage in the game. We're 31
Yeah.
minutes in. Stream late game now from now. Okay, Stifo's teleport is not up yet though. Has to be able to jump in. Johnny Rocket has to be careful.
Yeah, they need to be careful.
Well, careful it is, but right now there it looks like the tables are turning. This time it is going to be Nightless Esports who are going to be the one sieging.
Oh.
There's chops going in. He just word jumps out immediately, and the siege is on for the side. The tables have turned, but who is going to be the one that's going to be pulling the trigger here?
They have to be they cannot force, like, I feel neither can realistically force the trigger, because I feel like if Kled tries to force the fight and just go in, the amount of shields that they have if they don't
Oh,
get
the
poked
poke.
out can be so good.
Yeah, there we go. The poke is coming out for their side though. Wake OG is starting to feel it a bit. Meanwhile, LeBlanc trying to get the push onto the bot lane tower. They don't see her. They should be able to see her now, and they may decide to go for an engage. They decide to not let it go.
If they see that
As
the illusion is not here, yes.
the top lane is getting pushed in, so they have to decide to clear that out. And the siege will continue. We have a bit of an ARAM on our hands.
Situation is so nerve-wracking because any mistake here can just mean the game. Realistically, even though they have an inhibitor down against them, and a lot
Yes.
of the structures are still up for the side of Nightless, the side of Cosa can just win a fight and push forward with the Enchanters and the Illusion.
Yes, this is match 1 of week 1.
Yeah,
It doesn't feel like it. It feels like we're way late into the season with the desperation this game these two teams are playing with. Unbelievable, but it looks like a reset did come in. Items are already coming in at this point.
Drake up in 30.
Yep,
Sorry for
it
that.
is. Rabadon's Cup completed for Galio. Drake in 30. This might be the one that decides the game right here. Even though it's not the Dragon Soul for the side of Nightless Esports, if they can get a wipe, they should be able to end the game.
Yeah, that's the main thing. I think they value much more the fight. As Nightless, they value much more the potential to fight than the Drake itself. Because, like you're saying, that even if they lose the soul, they can just win the game.
They're stuck in a choke point with Wake OG just putting pot shots. And meanwhile, the wave is getting pushed in. This is the signal to go for the dragon. At this point, you have to pick. Will you decide to go for it? It has to be now.
Feels like now
Check
they
their
have to commit. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, they
wait,
lost it.
committing. Yeah, they do get the dragon. That is 3 Mountain Drake. That is a lot of armor and magic resistance. Their team now. And a bit of indecisiveness coming from the side of Costa Pasta Fires, and I can't blame them. You're Scott the team a rock and a hard place at this point.
Yeah. Because realistically, the engages that they have previously pulled off have not favored them. So maybe they are thinking that the engage
wait,
now
Baron.
cannot be good enough. But yeah, like
They
you're
go
saying,
for the
Baron
Baron
is
right
being done. Oh.
For the Baron right now, looks like it's just gonna be a
Oh.
bait. Oh, baited out and going
Wait.
in. The charge goes on. Kled tries to go in. Meanwhile, on the back line, Sir Zephyr is here as well,
LeBlanc?
trying to go for a hit on the back line,
She's
but it's not
dead.
gonna be enough. Shut down onto the LeBlanc. And in the end, Cosa will get the man advantage here in this fight if it breaks out. Are they just gonna run it past the mid lane?
I don't think they.
Yeah, they
Like,
are. They
because
are.
Claire
They're
can go for the base. Look at Claire. So they
Yeah.
can try this, but I'm not sure if they can pull it off. It's my main
Yeah,
concern.
it looks like they are just going to go for the mid lane here right now. It is going to be a 3v4 if ever. Wait,
Yeah.
see Alex is here, so 4v4 right now. Kled trying to get the push on top lane, but there is Typho already with the counter. Oh, he's not
Well,
gonna stop. He's just gonna try
yeah.
to keep going for it. Oh, he's doing a lot of damage onto the Nexus turret, and these are a lot of minions right now. Sifo
But if he
1v1.
dies here,
Yeah, this could be the 1v1 size small. He flashes in. Johnny
Oh.
Rock is trying to go in. Sifo,
Oh.
so little help. Oh, he's barely a hair's breadth away from dying. Okay, the shields should be coming up soon. Johnny Rockets, though, he did flash in. He does not have his
he
flash,
died.
and he just gets taken down. Wake OG, though, along with the rest of his team, drops. Eric Northman are trying to go for a sneaky Baron,
But they
and
were
they should be
there,
able
yeah.
to get it.
they don't know about this. It's done. It's done.
Oh, wait, okay. That was, it got stuck at 26 health. Not able to get the smite, but if the... At least they're able to get it, so they're able to seal away the objective. Kled was able to buy just enough time to make it out of there, and the inhibitor is up already. This is one of the most tense games I've ever casted.
Anything can go. Like realistically, even if they get the Baron, it doesn't mean that they win the game. It's just like because any fight can just mean either of the teams can get the win, but also because now they have an open inhibitor. If there's a good ward location or something like that, they can go with the Kled. So it's really tense in this situation to think what could happen at the end.
Oh, flash from Zephyr too. That's gonna be huge for the next dragon fight. 2 minutes, but the 5-minute cooldown on that flash is gonna ruin that a bit. So Sir Zephyr loses a bit of maneuverability there. Drops. They're trying to get the push, and Lucian is not here yet. They do not want to fight.
It's gonna be such a bad situation. Although Kled is not close by, maybe they can commit, but I'm not sure.
They don't know. They don't know if he's close by right
Yeah.
now. They're trying to go for a
Okay.
fight right now. Unstoppable onto the backline with the charge. Northman tries to go in with the
Oh,
charge.
Galio.
Gosi Alex has the Zonias to try and get it out there, but in the end he gets taken down. Those are some low health bars though. Even though it's a 4v5, still pretty much dangerous for the side of Nightless. They don't have the health bar. They do. They don't really have the sustain to be able to push. No, wait, they do. They're just trying to keep going for it. They do have the Baron buff. It is a 4v5.
Yeah, I'm not convinced that Lucian can pull this off. Like, realistically, right now, yes, he has 4 items, but if he tries to go way too far forward, he's going to get committed because he's going to be way out of position. If they can wait for the Galio 20 seconds, then maybe they can do something. He didn't use ultimate, so they will have that for the next fight.
Yeah, and the Hecarim cooldown for the Onslaught of Shadows is coming up very, very soon. They're trying to poke. They're trying to poke. That's a lot of damage onto Indigo. Big Dragon's Rage onto Stifo, trying to get things out of there. Dragon Rage drops. A lot of trouble. He used his Sun, yes, but he won't. Yeah, Guardian Angel down. That's the jungler. If he dies now, he's
That can
gonna
be so,
get killed.
yeah.
It's gonna be Soul,
Ezreal?
and it's gonna be Cosa Pirate. Wake OG. He's in a lot of trouble as well. He is able to arc
Ezreal is
out,
dead.
but it's not gonna be. He's gonna get taken down, shut down. Johnny Rocket only went alive along with the LeBlanc. I don't think he's gonna make it out of here too.
Oh,
And in the end, it will be Cosa Pirate.
Oh, he's dead?
Oh wait, he's buying so much time, Johnny Rocket. He's gonna be super annoying for his team. And right now,
Oh,
they
it's
could
30
just charge
seconds
it
for
on
Soul.
down the mid lane. They could just charge it down the mid lane. The death timers are extremely wrong right now.
Can they? But I'm not sure if they can finish. Realistically, the wave is taking too much time, and the Lynx is still up. If she buys enough time, they can protect the wave. But they are going for it. Maybe they will try to go for the end.
They're gonna go for it, but Eric Northman is almost up right now. They're gonna go. Everfrost does not hit. It does not land. Indigo. This is it. If they can
This is
buy
such
enough
a
time,
situation.
drops almost up to. Drops
10
almost
for
up to. They're
Ezreal.
not going for Dragon. They're going for the Hail Mary, and Toast Alex is dead. He is dead from ultimate. Will they be able to
don't
stall
think they
enough
can
time?
win.
That is the big question.
The kick, I think
Oh,
it's
it looks
done.
like it's a bit
They
going too
lost.
much. It's a bit too far. Oh no, Cosa Pirates. They bit off a bit more than they can chew. They're trying to go for the end. Benefactor Sam is a desperate play, but it's not going to be enough. And in the end, the counter ace goes the way of Nightless Esports. They're teleporting in. They want the victory for themselves. Only one Nexus turret separating them from the serious win.
I think this has to be. Well, wait.
Is it over?
What about the minion waves? No, actually, look at the minion waves. It's not that done because yes, they get the hero, they get the inhibitor, but I don't.
I think
I'm
they're
not
just
sure if
gonna
they
tank
can
it.
destroy this.
They're just going to tank it, maybe.
Can they? Can they actually? Because without the damage that they take from the minions, maybe they can pull it up. I'm not sure, honestly. 3 seconds for Galio.
Oh,
See?
wait.
Okay, maybe they can.
Oh, Galio's here. Oh, he gets killed by the. Actually, gets killed. Wait, all right. The Nexus is
I
exposed. They're
think yeah, they
trying to
did. They
go
did.
it.
Okay.
Looks like it's over right now. Nightless Esports will be the one ending the series. It was one hell of a game between
Oh
these
my
two
god.
teams. Amazing stuff. You can see the determination from both sides. I'm not sure what more you can have for entertainment between these two squads.
Yeah, it was a nail biter until the end. Both teams could have taken it, and it seems like Cosa could have done better things, but they tried to force much more than they
It's in
needed
the
to. And
moment. In the
yeah,
moment, man. What can you do? The pressure was
yeah,
on in that game. Those late
but
game
those
decisions are just they're just so hard to pull off.
yeah they are hard to pull up. But I feel like for the better teams are the ones that have those decisions down.
Yeah, true, true. That's fair enough. And right now, Nightless Esports was the one. It felt less more of a decision. It felt less more like a tactical game and more like which team had the most endurance. You know what I mean?
Yeah, pretty much.
Because I could tell both teams were just getting tired of thinking at some point in the series.
Hey,
That was a
thinking it's hard sometimes. Okay.
I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, it's Nightless Esports coming away with a well-deserved victory today. Cosa Pasta Pirates, they were so close to getting the dub for themselves. They probably could have done it at different points in the game, but congrats to both sides for a very well-played match. And, well, Quant, I hope you're happy. That was a really good game from your
Yeah.
squad. What else can we say, TDS, but to say goodnight to the good folk watching us here in Runeterra Academy right now. We had a really good time casting this one. Hopefully, Casa Pasa Pirates can come back, win their next few matches because hopefully we can see them in playoffs as they improve, especially with the 10-man roster that they have the potential to pull different kinds of strategies out of.
Yeah, the season is long, so they will have chances to improve themselves and
This was
get
week
the
one.
better. Yeah,
Week
get the better
one.
roster out there. So as long as
Well,
you don't lose your mentality going forward, it's going to be fun.
yeah, absolutely. Week one's not the day to lose your mentality, guys. It's not just a start. Even though you may have started off stumbling, but anyway, what a banger to end the week off,
Yeah.
TDS. My name is Miles David. That's TDS. As you said, thank you for watching Runeterra Academy. Really appreciate it. But we will be seeing you guys very soon. Next week we will have freshmen. I think on Friday, if I'm not mistaken. So make sure you guys
Yeah.
tune in to watch that one. And yeah, have a good night. This is the broadcast team signing off.